može. Da.
Nick.
Hi, Father Blanco. Nice to meet you. God bless you. Meet you. God bless you. Wonderful. Thank you. It's wonderful to meet you. Thank you.
Nick, how's family?
Family's good. Family's great.
Let's turn
Let's
this
turn
way.
this one. All right, good.
Let's get the banner behind us. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, brother.
Kids growing up, how big is now?
Let's check. You look pretty tall.
Well, let me kind of shrink down.
Are you 6'1"?
I'm shrinking slowly.
You're shrinking
I'm shrinking slowly. Age is getting to me. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
What's going on in your life?
As you probably heard, we're expecting a second child.
Nice.
So we're really excited. And the little one, he's already 2 years old and he's still my height. He's not taller than me yet, but he's beautiful.
Are you teaching him to swim?
This summer, yes,
you
definitely.
Do you know the kids are expensive and not so good investment?
Financially at times, yet at the same time, it's the greatest joy to be a father. Loving married life. My wife is amazing and just very, very thankful to see our family grow 1 year at a time.
Listen, you know that to all of us, you are inspiration and you're our hero. And tonight you are participating. Thank you very much for that. Can you tell us about it?
You know, I very much know what the royal family is doing philanthropically throughout Serbia. I have been burdened with knowing the need in our country on many different levels. But, you know, I want also, you know, not just to be a speaker and spread a message of hope, but we really need to put love in action. So that's what tonight's all about, putting love in action and letting them know that they're not forgotten, that we love them, and for us to do what we can for every child and woman and man that need help, especially with the cancer and the medical things and the babies with the incubators and all these things. We really are honored to be a part of this tonight.
Nick, can we be a babysitters for your kids so you can do this more? Because you're so effective. People really following you. They want to know more about that. We know that you are in family life, but then again.
You know, I know as a new father and a new husband, I'm still in transition to know what invitations we take and what we don't, and how we plan the future in a way that we can reach millions of people without me having to travel as much. But hopefully, also in the future, maybe 6 years, 7 years from now, we'll travel as a family. We hope to actually homeschool our children for the first 12 or 13 years to give them an education around the world as we travel and see what mom and dad do. So I'm excited to see what the future holds.
And the last for us, please kiss your family, your kids,
Thank
and
you.
be what you are.
Thank you.
Please help me welcome Mr. Nick Vujicic.
Dobro veče. It is my privilege and honor to be here in your midst. I do not want to try my Serbian too much because I'm learning Spanish. My wife is half Japanese, half Mexican, Japsican. And when I try to speak Serbian, my brain starts fighting to speak Spanish at the same time. But I do remember when I was a child, my grandparents on both sides, my dad's dad especially, said, "Deda, kako si? Granddad, how are you?" And he said, "Biće bolje kad idemo gore." It'll be better when we get up there. The ultimate peace is within our soul. The ultimate peace is knowing our purpose here on earth is not just to experience, but to really make a difference. Mr. Panic, thank you for what you've done in your life, and I really am honored to have the friends of the royal family, Prince Alexander and Princess Katherine, for now several years, knowing that Prince Alexander in 2002 went from England back to Serbia, and it can be said in full confidence of my heart that you are a gift of God to bless Serbia and Katherine. And it's one thing to really say that we have titles or not, but I will never forget in the palace, Katherine, I don't know where she is right now, when you and I were in the palace and we talked behind closed doors for a half an hour. And I want you to know that I've never met a couple who is so genuine and passionate, hands-on, to really make a difference for the kids and the women and all of the suffering in Serbia. I would like it if we could all stand up to our feet and honor the royal family. God bless you and your families and your bloodline. I don't know if you know, but my accent is from Australia. First generation Australian, 1962, if I'm not mistaken. My mum's family of 9 siblings crossed the Austrian Alps and went to Australia with nothing. And my dad, when he was 15 in 1969, went to Australia with nothing. And his 5 siblings, and very amazing full circle tonight for me. It's incredible. I'm just touched to be here in your midst. And this all tonight is all about making a difference. It's about being the light and love and hands of change that this world needs. The Bible says that there will always be poor people. The Bible says there's always going to be a need. But the Bible always says as well that is roaming around the world and seeing, whom shall I send to alleviate the suffering of the world? And each and every one of us have a job, have a mission. And your mission may not look exactly like mine, and mine may not look like yours. But it starts and ends with love. It's the understanding that there is not one human being that is more valuable than another, and at the same time, not one human being that is less valuable than another. And I'm very thankful that we live in a day of age where we can together unite as one voice. I really believe that we are embarking on a change in the world. There are a lot of bad things happening, but at the same time, the people who strive for good, I believe, will see good. I believe that this next generation will actually end world hunger. I really do believe that. I'm waiting for the day where 400 million people give $1 a day to end world hunger. I've seen babies die because they had no incubator. I've seen babies being burnt on their skin because there's no incubators and they use the lamps in Dominican Republic. I've been in front of sex slaves who were kidnapped at 10 years old, sold by their parents for $700. And I've met the parents who were sorry for many things that they did to their children that they realized was wrong. We live in a world of a lot of pain, but today, it's all about hope. You and I, we cannot change the world tonight, but change starts with you and me, for real. It starts with us not just saying that we love people in the world, but I'll tell you right now, I have been 3 million miles around the world, which equates to about 100 times around the world. And I've never been so moved with compassion when I was in Serbia. I learned Serbian when I was 6 because my grandparents taught me and I picked it up. And I went to Serbia, to an orphanage in Bela Crkva. And I was with 40 children there. And they were speaking to me in Serbian. I was trying to hold back my tears. Because over here, naša deca. These are our children. You know, we're very thankful that we can say that me and my wife, we're happy, we love our family, second child on the way, thank God for our family, thank God for our bloodline, thank God for the people around us. And you would do anything for your kid. Now a father, I can say that. What are we going to do for our kids in Serbia? These are our children. Be the voice for the people that have no voice. Let's bring resources that literally save lives. I believe one day in heaven, we will all meet people that maybe we've never met before, and they'll come up, and there'll be a long line of people who will come up to you and say thank you for helping. On the 20th of February, the HRH Foundation here, the royal family and everyone here, we're all doing the same thing, loving and making a difference as much as we can tonight. Please join us in doing that tonight. Please understand that this is not just about a nation or some generation or some children. This is close to all of our hearts. And as a young Serbian, Australian, American, now living in LA, Serbia will always be a home for me that will be irreplaceable. And I just want you to hear from me that as my organization is growing, that we will continue to be in relationship with all of you and really together, not just tonight, but for the long term. You have my commitment. We really want to make a difference. And we love you all. So keep Serbia in prayer. Keep your family in prayer. Prayer is powerful. Love is powerful. But only when you put it into action. Thank you so much.
As a speaker that goes around the world and sees a lot of different people and stories from different adversities and pain, what I do believe as a 32-year-old is that hope comes when we come together with one vision and one voice, which is let's make this world a better place. Let's make a big difference. And so in my profession, as I travel around the world as a professional motivational speaker and an evangelist, I think faith is really an important part of human society's hope. And so I'm just thankful to be here.
Thank you.